Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you my 10 choices for workplace fragrances. So I could probably share more, but I think these ones kind of fit a range of women. So yeah, I don't know why I just screamed. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. I would love for you to be part of the community, and if you are already part of the community, thank you so much for all your love and support, you know, commenting, all of that great stuff. You're just very appreciated. And without further ado, let's get into this. In regards, oh dear, I'm already wrecking the place. Okay, so in regards to office type fragrances, obviously this is completely subjective. You wear whatever you want to wear. These are just fragrances that I thought could work for a variety of women. For me, what I looked at was, okay, is it clean smelling? Like, would it work in an environment where you're not necessarily supposed to wear perfume? Could you get away with that? Also, like, is it relatively mass appealing? Does it project majorly, or does it stay a little bit closer to the skin? Obviously, in a workplace setting, you don't want to be choking everybody out. So these scents I thought would fit a variety of women and workplaces. But again, this is completely subjective. So with that caveat in place, let's get started. The first fragrance is Pure Musk for Her by Narciso Rodrieguez. This one, to me, it's basically musk, and then it says florals. So, and that's the other thing. I'm not going to go through all the notes with these ones. I'm just going to give you my overall thought about the fragrance. This one smells clean. It smells like a crisp white cotton shirt or crisp clean sheets. Overall, I'm getting the crisp vibe from this. It's definitely musky. So it's powdery and floral, but it's a powder that I can handle. If it's too powdery, it just doesn't work for me. This one is, to me, a modern version of a powdery fragrance. It sits fairly close to the skin. The longevity on this would be about 5 hours max. But I just think it's really nice if you are in an environment where you're not supposed to smell overtly like perfume. This just smells like you took a shower and have really nice soap. Like most of us shower, so it should work good for you. So yeah, this one's nice. Check it out. The next one in kind of the same category would be Juliette Has A Gun, Not a Perfume. Now this one smells completely different than the first one. This one has ambroxan and some other note, but they're kind of like the molecular type things. Basically, I think is how that works. This one smells a little bit cedary to me. There's a sweetness to this one that I really love. Yeah, I can smell it right off the cap. On the skin, you get just kind of a sweet skin scent. Now, I did read on Fragrantica that like quite a few people find this headache inducing. So I definitely don't think that this is a blind buy. But yeah, I just think it's really nice. It just smells like clean skin with a little bit of woodiness somehow. Yeah, like it. Now, the next two fragrances are ones that probably I wouldn't typically think of as being great for the office, but I actually think that they are. The first one is Dolce & Gabbana's Perfume. Now this one has a raspberry note that I don't notice, but lots of people do. This one's just a soft, it's bordering on powdery, a little bit marshmallowy, just sweet kind of airy fragrance. So when I think of marshmallow, I think of airy. And so it's non-offensive in my opinion. And it's also comforting. So, you know, maybe if you've got kind of more of a stressful job, this might actually be a nice one to wear. I find both this one and the next one I'm going to talk about kind of more comforting. So yeah, it's quite sweet, kind of powdery, a little bit airy, and I think great for work. The next one is Ariana Grande's Cloud. Now, maybe some people would really disagree with me on this one. This one has a note of lavender, but again, this one smells airy. It smells, I noticed that marshmallow. I noticed the lavender too, but it's just kind of an airy, sweet fragrance. That, you know, as you walk by, you might get a waft of something, but it's not particularly floral. It's certainly not heady. It's just kind of comforting, sweet, airy. Yeah, you get the picture. So these two both kind of fit in that category. These are scents that I would actually consider quite cozy, but I do think that they work for the workplace. Tell me what you think. I'm curious. The next two would be fruitier. Well, I've got a few that kind of fit into a fruity floral category. The first one is Amethyst Lalique. Now this one's kind of different. Oh, I just love this fragrance. To me, it smells like you've been in a forest, it's kind of rained or it's damp in there, and you can smell berries, you can smell green, you can smell kind of the woods. That's what I get out of this one. There's a bit of a green, you know, like you're smelling leaves a little bit, but it's not like an overpoweringly green fragrance. There's just a hint of that green in there. The berries smell not overly ripe and not sweetened. So this isn't an overly sweet fragrance, but I think it's really pretty and it warms up on the skin really beautifully, and you start to get a little bit more sweetness, but it stays relatively unsweet. I think that this one is actually quite a classy smelling fragrance. This one's a little bit more mature, but I think it's really pretty and it's kind of refreshing. So this one to me would be more invigorating, and again, it's classy smelling, a little bit more mature, definitely not overly sweet, and I think it would be, okay, let's just stop saying this. I'm gonna say with every one of them, and I think that this would be great for the office. It's about office, okay? It's about work fragrances, Maria. Calm down. But okay, so you get the hint. This one I think would work. Yeah, I don't think that this one, it doesn't project majorly. It lasts quite a long time. All of these kind of last about 5 hours. So to me, that's perfect for the office, and then you can change it up. Some of them last a little longer than that, but a lot of the ones that I've talked about so far don't last super long. This one doesn't last long at all. This one lasts like 4-ish hours, but they all will definitely get you through your day. So Lalique Amethyst. The next one is one of my absolute favorite perfumes. I just love it. And it's Sophia by Sofia Vergera. Now this one is definitely going more into a vivacious nature, or a kind of the vivacious, juicy berry sweet category. But that said, I don't think that anyone would find this like, you know, like off-putting by any means. This is super just kind of cheery. It's also classy, but it's youthful, it's vibrant, and it's definitely sweet. So for anybody that likes kind of that fruity floral fix, this would be, I think, perfect. And yeah, it just smells happy to me. It smells juicy, happy, classy, but yeah, bright, and I just think it's so pretty. So for all of my fruit lovers, this one's great. It's got plum in it, and then there is florals, but to me that plum, like that kind of brighter plum juiciness, is what you notice for the majority of the time wearing this one. So I just think that this one's gorgeous. Now, the next ones I have, I might as well get this one out of the way because it's kind of got a similar vibe, and that is Coco Mademoiselle. You can't go wrong with Coco Mademoiselle. This is super classy. Now, these next ones, I think executives more than I think anything else, although like any of these can be worn for any particular job. But this one is just so classy, so beautiful, so timeless. You get, it smells to me sunny and bright, but this one is long lasting. So if you have a long work day, long commute, this one is perfect for the office. This one, you get kind of a warm, juicy orange. It's not super sweet. It smells like a sunny, warm orange to me. but then as it dries down, you get a bit of that floral, and then like out, you know, several hours later, you start to notice the oak moss, the vetiver, the patchouli, just kind of that warm, spicy, woody aspect to this fragrance. It's always classy, every stage of it. I love this because it does shift and change. This one is super linear. This one has character and tells a story over the wear of the perfume. So although it is long lasting, you don't really get sick of it because it has different stages, and all of them are absolutely stunning in my opinion. So Coco Mademoiselle, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. I guess some people maybe don't like it, but I can't imagine that. I can't imagine it because it's my baby. It's totally my baby. But anyway, love this one. Give it a try. Now, the next one is one that I've talked about quite a lot, and that is Prada La Femme. Now, this one, I think, when I smell this one, I think summer. Ugh, it's just so great. But I can see that it wouldn't be for everyone. So this one smells, again, like a clean woman, but where this smells like crisp white cotton shirt, or like, you know, like put together, but it's just put together. This one is put together and completely loaded. Like, this woman is wealthy. This woman, she doesn't drive. She has a driver. This woman tells people where to go. This woman is what this woman is Miranda Priestley. So someone that's like a boss. She's bougie, but she would never be called bougie. She would be called just the boss. It smells clean. It smells like expensive shampoo, but in a completely different way than this smelling clean. This is more powdery. This one is more luxe. Like, I think gold and white when I smell this. It smells a little warmer. It smells like it has tuberose. I think there's frangipani in this one. So there's a bit of a waxiness in this one as well. And then you definitely get that tuberose, but then there's some spices in there. So this one, it kind of develops over time as well. Starts out fairly floral, and then you get some spices in there. But again, because this one smells like a clean shampoo, or a clean, like expensive shampoo, it's not gonna be offensive in my opinion. So this one I love. I put this one on if I want to smell formidable, if I want to smell a little bit snobby. I put this one on, and it's crazy because this one's way more expensive, but this one smells classy but inviting. This one smells classy and slightly snobby. Oh yeah, I just got lipstick all over it. Thank goodness I didn't get lipstick on the white part. That would have really stunk. Anyway, this one is gorgeous. Prada La Femme. The next one, it gets mixed reviews. Lots of people don't really like this one. I think it's perfect for the office, however, and that's Lancome's Idole. Now this one is really quite musky again. I just got it all over the tip of my nose. Actually, that's what people should use rollerballs for. They could just like kind of outline their nose in it, then you can smell it. Anyway, I'm not a fan of rollerballs, but I do like this scent. This one smells musky to me. There's a musk in it. Apparently there's pear in this. I guess I can get that, but it's not like where this one is juicy fruit, and this one is underripe fruit. This one would be kind of a colder smelling pear, if that makes sense. Like you're smelling, almost like you're smelling the outside of a green pear. Like not like it's a ripe pear, but it's green and you're smelling it before it's been bitten into. That's what I get from this one. This one also has a lot of rose in it. So I definitely get the rose, and then quite a lot of musk. So it's just beautiful. It's again nondescript. I think it smells classy, but it's not going to be overpowering. This one would be one, you know, definitely not everyone's going to like this one, but I do think it's really quite pretty. Yeah, so if you're a rose fan, this would be one to consider. The rest aren't overly rose heavy. They may have florals in them, but not necessarily heady florals. This one, although it's rose, it does smell a little bit heady, which I don't quite understand. It's not an overly sweet rose, but it's definitely in there. I think what's keeping it from smelling overly rose or overly sweet heavy rose is that pear kind of balancing it out with the musk. So anyway, check this one out. Have you checked this one out? What do you think? I'm curious. So the last one is Elie Saab Le Parfum. Now this one definitely is heady. So if you've got someone in your office that doesn't like florals, this isn't going to work for you. But this one is just gorgeous in my opinion. So this one, in fact, just sniffing it made me want to put it on. So this one has, I hate it when I get it in my mouth. Oh. Okay, so this one, you know, maybe when I spray, I should keep my mouth shut, but I'm like, psh, and then I've got this huge big smile on my face and I'm just like filling my mouth up with the freshly sprayed fragrance. Anyway, this one has orange blossom. I think it's got neroli as well. So this one is super heady to begin with. White florals, big time. So if you're not a fan of white florals, this isn't going to work for you. But again, this one I think is super classy. It's kind of in the same category as this one. This one's more like rich bossy, you know, this one's just more feminine, more classy. This one's classy, but I would say like quite feminine and yeah, very pretty. Now this one has honey, and although I can't wear the honey in Scandal, I can wear the honey in this one. So this one has honey. I think it's got beeswax too, and there's cedar. So as this one dries down, although you have those white florals, it starts to sweeten up on the skin, and then you get that hint of cedar, which gives it a little bit of spice, a little bit of wood, grounds it a bit, and I just think that this one is stunning. This one is one that lasts all day too. These two are my major, like they last a long time on my skin. So these are great if you're a commuter and you have to be gone for a long time and want to smell great. These are awesome. The rest are kind of between the, you know, 4 to 6, 7 hour mark. But these ones, like this one lasts 12 hours. This one will last 8 hours easy. These are my top 10 fragrances for workplaces. Something for everybody. I would love to know what your favorite fragrances are for the workplace, and whether you like wearing these ones in the office, or whether you think they're completely inappropriate. I'm curious, so feel free to leave it in the comments and share with us what your picks are for the office. I would love to know that as well. And yeah, I'm starting back at my workplace 2 days a week, working in, or like 3 days at home, 2 days in the workplace. So I am going to be wearing these, but I'm lucky because I'm severely socially distanced, so I don't have to worry about anyone smelling me. So basically I could wear Shaghoff Oud or any crazy like nighttime perfume. Could wear them all. Any nighttime perfume, anything really I could wear, except, yeah, no, I could, because I'm never close enough to someone to have them sniff me at this point. So I can wear whatever I want. But for those of you that are in an office type setting, these are ones I think are great for that. So that's it. Hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.